U.S. Secretary of Transportation Pete Buttigieg got a chance Friday to speak with Buffalo community members, some who have been working more than a decade to transform the Kensington Expressway and reconnect the communities that split in the 60s, contributing to the city's segregation.
No one here today is responsible for creating that situation in the first place. But all of us are responsible for what we do in our time to repair it, and that is why we're here today.
The governor has committed $1 billion to plans to cap part of the expressway and rebuild new crossings and park space. Among the joint state and federal funding is a $55 million grant as part of the bipartisan federal infrastructure bill's Reconnecting Communities program. Buffalo is receiving the largest of 45 grants around the country for projects in various stages of progress.
The solution is different in different places. Sometimes it's not as complex or as expensive as capping an entire freeway. Sometimes you can add a transit link or a footbridge, but in this case it is very clear that the right solution is the one that the community has been working so hard to coalesce around.
The state hopes to break ground next year. U.S. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer says while other ambitious projects have failed in the past, he expects success in this case because the funding is available. Schumer says bringing Buttigieg to Buffalo can only help.
I always try to bring the president and the secretary here. Once they come, there's no turning back.
The secretary, meanwhile, spoke about a few other infrastructure issues, including federal support for light and high-speed rail projects. The infrastructure bill includes $38 billion for rail in the Northeast.
We do have means now for communities and states to come to us, share their vision, and look at expansions of what is possible, as well as improvements to frequency and reliability on the routes that we already have. And there's no doubt that we will be receiving, I think, compelling visions and big ideas from around New York State.
And Buttigieg says he recognizes recent train derailments, including in East Palestine, Ohio, have communities across the country wondering about their own safety. He says his department is working with Congress to find more solutions, but is already moving forward with more stringent requirements about the number of crew members on board, and has stepped up audits and advisories.
The safety of our transportation systems, including our rail systems, has improved dramatically over recent years and decades, but we take none of that for granted, and any number of incidents more than zero is too many.
Ryan Whalen, Spectrum News 1.